to Her Voice. Today we have a producer, vocalist, songwriter and DJ from London. Her music is featured on over 800 compilations, including Sony Music, EMI and Ministry of Sounds. Lazy Hammock, ladies and gentlemen. Hi Lucie,
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very
Thanks
good.
for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
How does it feel to be on the Her Voice project?
Really good, actually. It's just really good to be part of sort of this type of collective thing, and just also, I suppose, to be recognised in the genre that I'm doing, and also give me a voice, which is obviously what it's about. So
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah,
It's good. Thank you.
We're here actually to discuss about that because, as you may know, there are some disturbing data regarding the situation of female talents and women in the music industry, all over the entertainment industry actually, but music industry especially. I was reading the other day, and I have a couple of things here, like that only 3 solo women have won the Mercury Prize in its 22 years of history.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, only 5% of recognized producers are women in the music industry. So that's, to me, it's absolutely shocking. And so, do you find yourself getting compared mostly only to female talents?
Yes, but in a way, I probably would expect that because I am a woman. So I think that I have actually been, at times I have been compared to some male rappers, even though I'm not really a rapper now, but I used to do a lot of MCing, so I did get compared then. Now I'm mainly compared to Sade, so I suppose females mainly. Okay. But other than that, that's really just the voice, but generally people haven't really made comparisons with me.
Okay, but have you ever been treated differently in the industry because you're a woman? Sorry,
that's all right. I think sometimes it can be a little bit difficult with promoters and sound engineers. You have to handle them very well.
Okay.
Well, okay, it's two ways. Sound engineers, in a way, and I believe this anyway, that it's the way that you treat people, the way that you talk to people. But I think some sound engineers are renowned to, be a little bit difficult. And I think that can maybe be for men and women. In terms of promoters, I'm a very confident woman, and I'm a strong woman, and so I know what I want, and I ask for what I want. Some people may be intimidated or disarmed by that, just because I am a woman. That's the problem. Yeah. So, I can be really friendly, but I'm firm, and I think that that can throw some people, but I do stand my ground. But I know that probably there have been times if I hadn't stood my ground and hadn't been so strong in myself, that I probably would have been trampled on. Okay. So, I have to be aware that if I want something, I've got to be, I just go out and get it, and be absolutely determined in the way I speak, the way I approach someone, the way I hold myself. But yeah, so I think it can be difficult depending on who you are.
Okay. But do you ever find your art described more as sexy than talent-based objectives?
I don't find my act described as that. I often think that you can be perceived or received as what you personally are giving out, in a way. So I don't in a way play up to that stuff. For me, it's all about the music. Me as a person, obviously. And I think some artists find it really difficult because, especially maybe young women coming into the industry, I think it's tough for them because in some ways they're expected to behave a certain way or act a certain way. If you do this, then you will get signed, and if you get signed, then you'll get money and you'll get riches and you'll get all this. And I think when you're on that path with your music, I think you can be easily influenced, and that's not the woman's fault. However, I think you have to be very, very careful of that, because it's not about that. It is about the music, and I think that people can get lost with that direction.
Yeah, maybe looking more for being a celebrity than a proper musician.
Yeah, and so if you go in that way, and the thing is, sex sells. Well, they say sex sells. I personally like to think that quality sells, and I actually think that whatever's pushed is sells. And the problem is that sex is pushed more than quality, and I think that being commercial and being very sexy or sexual is the quicker route to get to that place, but that depends what place you want to get to.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
and I think when you get to a certain age and you work certain things out, you suddenly go, but I don't want to get to that place.
Yeah.
I'm actually all right where I am. You know, okay, there may not be as much money and there may not be paparazzi, but do you really want that?
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know,
or do I want to make my music and
do you want to have a peaceful
life?
life, have a good work-life balance, and do what you're doing? You know.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
But do you think that from a different standpoint, do you think that being a female can sometimes happen? Help.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in what you were saying earlier about, you know, the Mercury Prize and things. In terms of if you're working in male-dominated area in terms of like being a producer, which I am. So I think for me it's great. It works to my advantage because there's not many female producers, so I stand out. It shouldn't be like that, but it's like, you know, it is. And also I think that sometimes a lot of women don't go into certain areas because, again, when I use the word intimidation again, they feel intimidated. I've found that quite often, quite a lot of men talk very technically about, you know, oh, this kilohertz and this watts and this on the computer. And I don't know anything about that. I know music and I feel music and I love music. So when I produce from here, not from, oh, I've got to do this and that. You know, when I want to mix it and master it, I take it to my mate. He does all that. He knows about all of that stuff. And it's not because he's a man. I've got a female friend who's absolutely fantastic producer and engineer. Absolutely brilliant. And any time that I need to know anything, I just ring her up and I say, oh, could you tell me this? You know, I don't claim to know it all about production. I really don't. But what I do know is how to write from the heart. You know.
But if you, let's say you are given unlimited power tomorrow to change how things work in the industry, what would you do?
I would probably change what the A&R people are looking for or pushing, because I think that they have most of the influence over the music industry. Not as much now, because people can go on YouTube or, you know, get on Spotify or anything and excuse me, and find music that, you know, different music. But generally, there's types of music or there's formulas of music that are pushed. And so I think I'd change that. I think that I'd change, again, it's about the quality. And what people are looking for. I'd be looking for more what's going to inspire people, what's going to uplift people. And I don't mean sort of all happy clappy music or anything. What I mean is it can be very sad. It can be very melancholy. It can be anything like that. The fact is, does this touch a place in someone where they maybe can start to work stuff out? Now, that might be quite deep, because some people might say, well, I just want to listen to music just to have a good time. You know, it doesn't have to be deep. And that is, exactly, that's great as well, because, you know, I listen to music to have a good time, and I listen to music when I'm sad, I listen to music when I'm happy, whatever. But I think that, you know, when we're talking about lyrically or how the music's sounding or whatever, there's some music really taps into this lower vibration that's going on the planet at the moment, this real sort of negativity, and it's sort of connecting to people's disconnection and unease within themselves, rather than that place within themselves where they can connect, if you see what I mean.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I know I am going quite deep,
No,
but
I
you know,
totally get it, 'cause,
I look at it like that because music has such power. It has such power. And I think that quite often that power is abused, to be honest with you. And I think that some people have a really big stage and platform to stand on, and it is abused. And I think that artists have to think very carefully about that what you are putting out there is going out there, you know, and reaching people.
Yeah, millions sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah.
But let's say you are offered £1 billion tomorrow for a contract, and it's lifetime, unlimited money coming in, power, but you don't have control over the quality of music you can do. So what would you accept? Or
what would I do? Okay, so I think first of all it would depend what music they said they would say I could do. Because for me, the thing with money comes with it power. Now, it wouldn't be power that I'd be wanting, it would be the ability to reach mass amounts of people in a positive way. Now, if they wanted me to do music that didn't create any value, there would be no point to it. There'd be absolutely no point, because I've got to put my name to that, and I've got to sleep at night, and I've got to live and everything. And, you know, the payoff isn't, it's not enough, because it's not just about money, is it? It's, for me, it's about peace of mind. So, yeah, that's it really.
So how's your average day? Do you compose, produce, write, sing every day?
Not every day. I sort of do it in fits and spurts, really, because really what happened was I actually wrote was it 4 or 5 albums you know, in the last few years, and so I was spending a lot of time, sometimes 19 hours a day, producing and singing, and so then I've had a bit of time off, and my average day starts with me waking up, meditating and chanting just to get me balanced in the morning. And then a bit later, I'm also a performance coach and a vocal coach. So I have students come over and I coach them, lots of artists and everything. So I do coaching with them. And then later on, what I might do is actually do some writing towards whatever project I'm doing at that time. But for me, it's also a hobby as well. It's like sometimes if I just want to chill out, I go, I just write a song. So I just write a song, and quite often those songs aren't released, or I just start something, because starting is really easy. I've got over 600 songs on my computer that I've started, and actually lots of them are really good, but it's the finishing that's hard. But when it is, like at the moment, actually focusing on certain projects, then I actually spend a lot more time, and I commit certain days to doing the music.
What's your inspiration? Your female inspiration? It doesn't have to be an entertainer or a singer, but is there a woman you find inspiration in? Or?
Singer-wise, it would actually be sort of Sade, Joan Armatrading, Diana Ross, people like that. To be totally honest with you, I don't spend a lot of time sort of looking out, sort of going, oh, you know, who am I inspired by and that. I think throughout my life, different women have inspired me, and I can't even think, you know, this one and that one. I think I spend a lot of my time now actually looking more inward, in a way where how can I be of inspiration to other people, because I think that is an issue at the moment, is so many people are looking out all the time, and they're not realising that you have like a reservoir potential inside of you, and actually if you start tapping into that, you can just do really amazing things. And so I think I focus more on that, to be honest with you.
But is there anything you've done in your career that you regret?
Yeah. Quite a few years ago, I think about 13, 14 years ago, I was taken on by a management company, and they put me on a pedestal, and I ran away with that pedestal, and I got a little bit egotistical, and it wasn't nice, you know. It wasn't a lot, I mean, you know, but I noticed the change, and I had to really look hard at myself and you know, think about who I was becoming, because I certainly wasn't becoming or being who really I am. And that gave me a bit of a knock in a way, because, you know, it's not the truth of who I am. So it made me realise that in this industry it's very easy to get carried away with ego. So I'm so glad that that all happened before Lazy Hammock, because I know that Lazy Hammock hasn't come from that place at all. It's not about that in any way. It's more about the sort of love and energy, to be honest with you. But having that experience has kept me in check, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the end, it was a good experience. I mean,
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, helped you understand
Yeah,
things about
all
yourself,
bad
everything.
experiences are good experiences,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
ultimately.
We have
If you learn
to
from them.
Yeah.
If you don't, then they're not, you know.
It's useless, but yeah. It's
Yeah,
true, it's true.
absolutely.
So what are you doing right now? Like, is there any project coming up?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
I've got quite a few projects going on at the moment. I'm hoping to release 2 EPs this summer, one chill out EP and one sort of chill house EP. So I've got the dance side covered and the chill out side covered, so people can relax and then party. Or party and then relax. Yeah. Okay. Whatever way round you want to do it. Okay. So that's my plan for this summer. So at the moment I'm finishing production and also getting tracks remixed as well, and got some great session musicians as well playing on some of the tracks, which is really exciting. And also the other big project is my new album. And that should be coming out. I don't want to say a date, because you know what it's like. You say a date and then it's not. Hopefully in the autumn.
Okay.
Is going to be the new album. I mean, the songs are nearly finished, but it's that sort of the final finishing touches that actually take the most work, I find. So it's just sort of finishing it off. So yeah, those 3 things. Carrying on obviously with my performance coaching with the artists, my vocal coaching, and also the other side of me is I work on running well-being courses and things.
Oh wow!
So I do
meditation,
mindfulness and confidence building and overcoming negativity. So I run a lot of those types of courses as well.
Do you have lots of women coming joining?
It's generally women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in fact, I haven't had a man on my course. Yeah, here we go.
Perfect. But yeah, okay, now the thing is, I know you told me you're Lazy Hammock and I quite believe you, but I need a proof, actually.
You need proof?
Yeah.
You should ask for proof before people come into your home.
The live proof is, you know, the ultimate one. So would you seek something for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if I have to prove it.
Yeah, come on.
I will.
Make it.
So yeah, I've got. I didn't bring all my equipment, so we haven't got big equipment here.
Okay.
But I've got a little tablet with a little speaker.
Yeah,
and
great.
if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this song's called "You Light My Mind." Okay. I feel calm in my soul, but I don't know why. Are you there, making sure that I'm alright? I feel your strength, I feel your peace, just like the sun, the warmth on me. Oh, it just gets better every day, in everything, in every way. You light my mind with your wisdom. With your wisdom, you light my mind. With your wisdom, with your wisdom. When I see things I do. I know they are inspired by you. Thank you for just being there. It means so much to know I care. You got that feeling deep inside. You just watch me ride the tide of life. Hold me close in your world, in your dream. Know what I mean? You light my mind, ooh yeah. With your wisdom, with your wisdom, yeah, you light my mind, ooh no. With your wisdom, yeah. You light my mind, ooh yeah. With your wisdom, yeah, you light my mind, ooh no. With your wisdom, yeah. Do you sometimes feel that you really don't belong, and everything you do, it always seems to go wrong? Come along, see everybody listen to the words of this song. Now let the music take you far away and on and on. If you weren't meant to be here, then you wouldn't be. Got to live your life to the best of your ability. Got to feel special and love yourself inside. Love yourself inside. Oh yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for these and for joining us, and thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.